truth will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune so no one will suspect I'm afraid. Ever have a day like that? Or a week like that? Or maybe a decade or two like that? Most of us are gripped by fear at one point or another in our lives, and many of us have been literally paralyzed by fear. Fear of our financial future, fear of a relationship that's in collapse, fear of an illness, fear of death, fear of the death of a loved one, fear of not being able to get through our golden years with having enough money to pay for it. There's a long list of the kinds of fears that paralyze you and me. I understand. I've been there many times. I was married to the love of my life. Aaron was my husband, my mentor, my lover. He was a brilliant orator, a brilliant rabbi, teacher, scholar. Throughout his life, his worst fear was losing his mind. And his worst fear happened. In the midst of that nightmare, his nightmare became my nightmare. And as the process of dementia became more intense and more obvious, my fear became terror, panic, to the point where I was running away. I was escaping as much as I could. I was so paralyzed I could barely get up in the morning, but when I did, I would run away as fast as I could. I found myself asking a question which doesn't help anybody at any time, and that is, why is this happening? I ask questions like, why me? Why him? Why this? And I'm here to tell you that's not a helpful question for any of us. And that question froze me in my tracks. And my body completely shut down. And I woke up one morning literally paralyzed. They called it Bell's palsy, a very extreme version of it. I woke up one morning and I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't move my hands. I couldn't take a step. My entire body had blown up and shut down. At that moment, I somehow intuitively knew that my body was telling me something that my mind wouldn't let me get. And that was, stop running. Open your heart and look for another way. Ask a different question. And at that moment I said, what? What is this about? I really want to know. I want to know how to transform this horrible feeling of being paralyzed into something that makes me feel that I have some power and control in my life. How can I take the next step that matters, that helps me and maybe others? And in that question, I began to discover and to become in touch with teachers and mentors and guides, allowing me to learn wisdom along the way, giving me the benefit of learning that as I open my heart and learn to smile, I can achieve something called serenity. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? For those of us who have been paralyzed by fear, is serenity something that sounds appealing? Well, I've discovered and developed and created a process called Smile for Serenity. And this is a process that I've created because I've lived it. And I've created it for you. SMILE is an acronym for 5 important actions and activities that literally shift your energy and your choices and your perspective. The S is for sing. Sing your song. Doesn't matter if you can carry a tune. Sing in the shower, sing in the car, who cares? Sing your heart out as if no one's listening. M is for move. Move your body. Move your butt out of the sofa. Stop being the couch potato. Go and engage and meet other people. Go to parties. Dance. Hug. Move. I is for imagine. Use your imagination for wondering what the next step can be. What are your possibilities? And when you can open your imagination, your possibilities are literally limitless. The L is for laugh. My prescription for you and anybody is laugh at least 3 times a day out loud. But laughter is important. Don't take yourself so seriously. Lighten up. You know why angels fly? They take everything lightly. And the E is for engage. Engage is the most important thing we can all do, because when we get paralyzed by fear, we pull back, we shut down, we disconnect, we don't talk to people, we don't engage with others, we don't want to have anything to do with them. So engaging and connecting with others and with ourselves is absolutely essential for your health and well-being and for smiling into your serenity. I want to give you an experience of your power right now. Just notice your energy at this moment on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest, most joyful, light energy, 1 being through the floor and being that stuck state you recognize as being paralyzed. What is it today? Is it a 2, a 4, a 5, or beyond? Just notice. And now I want to invite you to take a deep breath, close your eyes, take another deep breath, and imagine a person's face or an experience or a food that was especially delicious or a fragrance that was absolutely exotic. Anything that brings a big smile to your face, and smile. Really smile right now. And now open your eyes and notice, how does your energy feel now? Did that number 2 move? Did your energy feel lighter? This is just an example of your power, with a thought, with a choice of an action. Life is going to happen in many different ways for you and me, and very often things that happen can scare us. And we always have a choice in how to respond, what questions to ask. And as we go through these difficult times and we don't allow ourselves to be paralyzed by our fears, we can't do it alone. That's why I'm here. I didn't do it alone. I had lots of help. And so if you're interested in learning more about what I have to offer for you, please go to my website, stay in touch, join my mailing list, and let's stay connected. I want to end with a little gift that my husband gave me as I was meditating with him shortly before his continuation day. He gave me this message. Look at me, what do you see? Perhaps you see a shell of a man who is out of his mind and stuck in his body. Please look closer, spirit to spirit, with your heart. Now who do you see? Through your heart's mind. Perhaps you see a reflection of yourself. After all, you are me, and I am you.